Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this next edition of the Autistic Superblog's Letters for Lent. This one is going to be a little bit somber, but it's going to be hopeful at the same time, I hope. This is actually going to be something for both Jewish and Catholic traditions, because today, yes, is Good Friday, and today is very somber, as you could imagine, but it's also a day of remembrance for the Jewish population too, because today or tonight is going to be Passover. Both of these holidays have religious significance, and both of them are very important in that they show suffering, but they also show God. They show suffering, but they also show God's providence through everything that goes on in their lives. With the Jewish tradition, we of course have heard stories about Passover, about how when Moses through God parted the Red Sea and led the Egyptians and led the Israelites through the Red Sea while the Egyptians were clipping at their heels. But we also which also shows God's providence in the ways in the times of the Jewish community, then as now. But it also shows for the Catholic people, for the Roman Catholics like myself, it also shows God's providence in another way. The fact that Jesus died at Calvary, and there's no other way to say it. And most people would have thought that it was a tragic tale, and it might have been had not been for what's going to happen 3 days later. So I want to just say that, to kind of boil it down, is that all life is all about suffering. All life is all about trials, tribulations, rejections, all that stuff. Masking for the autistic population can feel like a struggle, and it is, because much like Selena's father in the film Selena, I mean, we have to be more autistic than the autistic and more neurotypical than the neurotypical. It's exhausting. Paraphrasing, yes, but my point stands. It's a struggle, and it's hard, and it's really challenging. And the same could be said for the Jewish and the Catholic communities as they celebrate, yes, the suffering of the respective people, but also how God works in their midst, how God works in to help others out, to help not only the Jewish and the Catholic communities, but also all of us that are dealing with all faiths. It shows that, yes, there is suffering, yes, there is hardship, yes, there is unpleasant things we have to deal with, but there's also hope. That there's also God's providence in everything that happens. That everything happens for a reason. Sometimes we may not see it, but it's something to be thought of during this time of the year. So I just want to say to all my Jewish friends, have a wonderful Passover. Shag Pesach. I hope I'm getting that right. And for all my Catholic friends, happy Easter to all you guys. Never forget for both. Never forget the reason for the Passover and also for Good Friday, but never lose sight of how God can help us even in our trials. If you like this video, check me out on the Autistic Superblog.wordpress.com. You can check out all my other videos on YouTube as well at the Autistic Super channel. This is basically a short video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay safe, stay strong. God bless you all, and as always, shine on.